Check, check. Okay. Hello, and we're back with another video again. Some more fragrance samples to review. This time I have another Louis Vuitton fragrance called Meteore. Meteore. This was actually hyped by the Bowtie fragrance guy. A lot of the Louis Vuitton fragrances are mostly hyped by the Bowtie fragrance guy. I don't see too many other YouTubers talking about them, although there is some YouTubers that I think do talk about Ombre Nomade, and I think Curly Fragrance has just recently made a video testing the Louis Vuitton fragrances. Anyway, this is Meteore. I may as well start with this because I haven't really selected which ones I want to try next. So, something just to let you know, I have already tried this and pretty much all the other fragrances in there. So we'll give this a spray. I haven't reviewed it yet though, so this is going to be like my little review of what I think about this fragrance. So it is a very cheap smelling citrus, or I should say the citrus in this is kind of like in the line between being cheap and kind of okay quality. But yeah, this does remind me of a very cheap fragrance, but it also reminds me of a few other fragrances too. So the first would be Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Creed Silver Mountain Water. I think the second is Bentley for Man Azure. Yeah, I think it is the Azure version of Bentley for Man Azure. Then I think maybe like Barbados, Artisan Pure by Barbados. Okay, so that's just the citrus side of it. If I had to really explain what the fragrance smells like, it is more of a like not the highest quality citrus. The citrus in this is a little bit cheap smelling, and then you get this very dry wood. It's like a dry wood smell. The first time I smelled this, I thought it was citrus and oud. I thought it was a citrus and oud fragrance, honestly. But then I checked the notes, and I don't think there is oud in this. That very dry woody smell is vetiver. So this is actually vetiver oil. So it's a very concentrated vetiver. It's like the oil of the vetiver. And it comes across as very woody and dry and bitter. But I mean, that does work really well with the citrus. So you have the citrus and that really dry vetiver. And I think it does smell almost like a Creed fragrance. Like maybe if you combined Green Irish Tweed or Creed Himalaya with Silver Mountain Water, it's kind of like a mix between Silver Mountain Water and that Green Irish Tweed Himalaya type fragrance. Very dry wood with a really fresh citrus. Okay, so the name Meteore. What else do I really smell in this? I can smell something floral in there. I think it is neroli. If it is neroli, it's a very cheap neroli. That could be what's giving it that kind of like floral toilet spray smell a little bit. The cheap smell could be neroli. It could just be because there's a lot of ambroxan in here. It smells like there's a lot of ambroxan in this fragrance. Louis Vuitton though, I think this is probably one of their lower quality fragrances. This smells a little bit cheap compared to all the other ones. But it's not the most basic one from them. I would say Imagination and what's the other one? Afternoon Swim and Imagination are a little bit more basic compared to this. This actually does have a little bit more going on. It's citrus, wood, a little bit floral, some synthetic molecules in there like ambroxan. Performance of this is good. I also find this to be a little bit metallic, so I don't know if there's a flint note or anything in there, some kind of mineral or metal. It could be why it's called Meteore, because of that metallic mineralic smell to it. I don't know what a meteor smells like, but I could imagine if you took some of the meteor and you put it into a fragrance, you would get this kind of metallic smell. So I guess that is what I like about this. Is I don't like Silver Mountain water because it's got petitgrain, and I think there's some type of flower in Silver Mountain water. This I really did not like the first time I smelled this. This I've just been smelling it every day, like in the cap, and it has definitely grown on me, but I really did not like this. So my first impression of this was like not good. Okay, so that was my first impression, is I did not like this. Coming back, the dry down, you get that really dry wood. So anyway, we'll move on to the next fragrance. I was going to review Afternoon Swim in this video, but no, I was going to review Imagination in this video, but then I realized I've already made a video for Imagination. I just have not uploaded it to my channel. So I've made the mistake of like I wasn't writing down what fragrances I've already reviewed and whatnot, so I don't even know which ones I need to review and which ones I haven't. There's just so many. I bought way too many fragrances. I just got too many. I can't keep track of them all. This was my newest lot of fragrances I bought from Scent Split. Unfortunately, one of them did leak, which was Fineapple, but there is still some left in the bottle here. It's Fineapple by Gallagher. So we'll review this next. I'll go the wrists. And this, I have also smelt this just because it leaked in the box. It's kind of hard not to smell it when it leaks in the box like that. But yeah. Wow. This is like, I love juicy pineapple in the fragrance. This is the juiciest pineapple I've ever smelt, period. So I don't think there is any other pineapple I've smelt so far that is as good as this. Very, very juicy pineapple. Very fruity. You could almost say it's just a pure pineapple fragrance, just like canned pineapple in a bottle. My sister likes it. She said it smells a little bit more like candy. So my sister would say this is more of a sweeter synthetic pineapple, more of a candy type of pineapple. Whereas I would say it's a little bit like more of like a canned pineapple smell. But now I do kind of see where she's coming from, like a pineapple lollipop or something like that. It does have a little bit of a candy smell to it. But yeah, this is a fragrance I would say it's just a very simple pineapple. Would be good to layer with other fragrances. I'm not sure if there is other notes in here, which I'll have a look on Fragrantica, because I don't know with the other notes in here. I just smell pineapple. Okay, it says it's green. There's something green in there apparently. And okay, maybe not. It's supposed to have apple and pineapple. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I can even smell apple. A cross between apple and pineapple, okay. Now I still would say mainly pineapple. It's just mainly pineapple, but if there is anything green in there, it would just be, I don't know. I want to say like wood, but I can't smell wood in there. It does smell a little bit like a lime leaf, like a kaffir lime leaf. If you opened up a jar of kaffir lime leaves, and you've ever smelt the kaffir lime leaf in the jar, it's a little bit like that. So I think that's the green smell I'm getting, even though it's not listed in here. It is a little bit of that kaffir lime leaf smell. It says there's ambrette muskmallow, which is a type of, I think it's a seed or something like that. It's supposed to smell musky, so they use that instead of musk in a lot of fragrances. Is ambrette. Magnolia jasmine is supposed to be in here. Can I smell it? I think I can smell it. It would come out a lot more on a dry down. Yeah, a little bit of jasmine. A little bit though, not much. Like I said, the dry down, I would like to smell this in the dry down. I have a feeling you smell a lot more jasmine in the dry down. Very nice fragrance. I really like this. I think I would probably buy a bottle of this used for layering. So like a lot of people use Demeter pineapple to layer with, this would be good to get that Atlantis type of pineapple. This is a lot more fruity than Atlantis. So if you have any Atlantis clone and you want that pineapple smell, you could use this to layer with it. I think this is a strong fragrance. I think this is a long-lasting fragrance. I know because it leaked in the box and I can still smell it like crazy in the box here. So we'll move on to the next fragrance because I don't want to talk too long. Okay. Next, we'll just go a very popular hyped fragrance. It's called Blue Atlas Atlantis. Atlantis by Blue Atlas. This is hyped by Curly Fragrance. The main person who is pushing this fragrance is Curly Fragrance. So, of course, I wanted to try it. We'll go the wrist. Whoops, I sprayed way too much. These are a little bit harder to control how much you spray. I like it. Yeah. This is like a floral, minty, fruity, mainly fruity, apricot or a peach. Oh no, it's fig. Okay, fig. This smells a lot like Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. It's got that fig and apricot smell to it. But then there's something floral and green in here. Something green floral, apricot and fig. I would compare it to 4711 white peach and coriander as well. It does smell a lot like that white peach and coriander fragrance, but it leans a little bit more towards what's it called? Pacific Chill. I couldn't really think of the name. Pacific Chill. So I'm gonna guess the notes. I'm gonna say apricot or fig. No, apricot or peach and fig. So fig and either apricot or peach. Maybe mint or some kind of herb in there. something green. Florals, I think neroli, jasmine, neroli and jasmine. I'm gonna say neroli, jasmine, maybe orange blossom. I do think there may be citrus in here, like a Sicilian lemon. This has like that really Italian lemon smell. So not just any lemon, the Italian lemon. I think this does remind me of an Italian style fragrance where you get that Sicilian lemon, that fig, lemon and fig, really Italian type of smell. But then it's made a little bit more fruity. It's really nice. My sister likes it. I think it's a really good fragrance, honestly. Yes, it smells cheap. Fig, if there is fig in there, fig always makes everything smell cheap. This definitely gets my approval though for a really good fragrance. I know a lot of people would say it's very basic and they're hating on this for being too basic, and I think it's not as basic as people are saying, because fig and apricot is actually not that common in a fragrance. Most of the time, these blue fragrances are generally citrusy, just citrus, or woody. The fruits are usually like apple or melon, pineapple. Yeah, I don't really see apricot or peach too much in a fragrance. Even fig, it's not that common, but there is a lot of fig fragrances out there. Yes, there is a lot of peach fragrances, but how many how many fresh peach do you get that actually smell like realistic peach? This is a realistic peach smell. It's like a juicy fresh peach. It's not that synthetic peach that you get in all those women's fragrances. I've smelled a lot of musky peach, synthetic peach, bitter peach. This is a fresh, juicy, natural peach. I like it, but keep in mind it does smell cheap and it does smell a little bit basic, so I can understand in reviews as well. I'll just check the notes for this. I don't want to talk too much about it, but okay, now I know why Curly Fragrances hyped this up. It's supposed to have iris in there too. Okay, wait, is it? Okay, it's got iris, black currant, sage, lavender, violet musk, oak moss. Yeah. I don't smell black currant, but I can understand if that is in there. It does smell very fruity. Iris, I don't get iris in here, but I do get the violet. It does smell a little purple, a little bit purple, a bit of violet, but I smell more violet than iris. To me, I've just described the smell of violet as being purple. But I like violet in fragrances. If it's done well like this, I think black currant and violet is a really good combination. I just wish I could smell the black currant and violet a little more. But it's not a bad thing, because I would rather just smell the peach over the violet and black currant. So that's what I get here, and I just mainly a fresh peach smell. So yeah, they're the notes. I won't put them on screen. I'll try not to edit this video, but yeah, we'll move on to the next fragrance anyway. Okay, we've done 3 fragrances already. We'll go to the 4th, which is Cacao in the Sun by Mason Tahiti. Mason Tahiti, Cacao in the Sun. Okay. This, I'll give you a little story on this. So whenever I would order from Libertine Fragrances in Australia, they would send the box with this perfume, and then they give you a little card that says your order is scented with this perfume. And I always love the smell of the box, and I was like, this perfume smells amazing. I want to get a sample to try. Got myself a sample of it. It's incredible, guys. This is like, I would describe this fragrance as being the cure for depression. Something that helps a lot with anxiety so much. It's such a calming scent. I mean, I want to smell this fragrance when I'm stressed out, when I have anxiety. This just calms me down, puts me in such a good mood. It's just, I love it. I love this fragrance so much. So yes, I'm definitely going to buy a bottle of this. Wow. I'm going to do it, guys. It's a wow fragrance. Okay, so what does it smell like? You get this, what's the word? Strawberry. You get a really nice strawberry, sweet strawberry. You get this musk. You get this like powdery, I don't know if it's a powdery musk or powdery vanilla, but it's definitely like a sweet strawberry with this really soft, gentle rose in there. The rose is so gentle. It's just like, it's not an old smelling rose at all. This is like a really nice, calming, relaxing, soft, powdery rose. So obviously this is a feminine fragrance. It smells like a girl's fragrance. It is for women. But if you are a guy, you may want to try it. It's not a Middle Eastern style rose or an old lady rose. So I would say a guy could pull this off just because of, it's not like that floral smell that you'd usually get. It's more like it's like a soft, powdery, musky fragrance. It's very sweet. Like I said, I think it is the vanilla and strawberry. If it's not strawberry, it's raspberry or something like that. But usually strawberry or raspberry can smell like plastic or too synthetic. This reminds me a little bit more of a strawberry and cream. So a strawberry and cream type of scent. That's just the opening though. In a dry down, you do smell some cacao, some chocolate, cacao in a dry down. As the name suggests, cacao in the sun. You only smell that cacao in the dry down. And it's a very soft, well done, well balanced cacao as well, because cacao can go really bitter, really earthy, can almost smell like truffle, and can be off-putting if you don't balance it right. So a lot of cacao scents just way too bitter. This is, I'm going to say, one of the best cacaos I've smelled. I'm going to say that just because of how well balanced it is. I think all the ingredients are very well balanced. I don't think it's like, it's not a very natural smelling fragrance, but it's not like screechy synthetics either. It's like very soft and calming. Like a cloud, like pillowy cloud. I will check the notes for this as well, just so I can give you a better review. So the notes of this are blackcurrant, strawberry, lemon, rose, chocolate, orange blossom, iris, lily of the valley, vanilla musk, sandalwood. Perfect. So pretty much a lot of the stuff I was saying already. Rose, strawberry, musk, vanilla, chocolate, and iris. I think the iris is actually the powdery smell in here, because iris can get very powdery. I think iris and musk, I think that is the powdery smell. But it's really good, guys. I love this. So if you're a woman, if you are a woman, I do recommend this fragrance for women. But if you are a guy who likes more feminine scents, like me, I would say do try it. Don't go blind by it, but do try this. It'll certainly give you compliments. My sister likes it. He got really good reaction from her. She was like, "Oh, that smells good." In my sister's voice, yeah. She doesn't sound like that, but yeah. So one more video to No, one more fragrance out of this box. Actually, no, I'll review that in a different video. I think I'll review... It's called Dirty Rice. And it's by a weird brand that's called... I don't remember the name now. I think it's Born to Stand Out by Dirty Rice or something like that. It was a free sample I got anyway. What is this fragrance? Okay. I got a bunch of free samples. I might make just a separate video just reviewing all the free samples I've got because I've got that many. Like, may as well, right? So Dirty Rice, Born to Stand Out. Okay, I need to spray this somewhere where I'm gonna actually smell it. Oh, shit. Okay, I've run out of room on my arms to spray this. I'll spray this on this. Okay, somewhere that's not too close. Oh yeah, I want to say the performance of Atlantis, Blue Atlas Atlantis, is very bad as well. Just to keep that in mind. It's a very weak fragrance. Not this one. The Atlantis is very weak. So this, okay, Born to Stand Out and Dirty Rice. What does it smell like to me? It smells like a little bit like Tom Ford's White Suede, Stephanie Humber Luca Lady White Snake, and then it's a little bit like a female's version of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. So if there was a more feminine version of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, it would be Dirty Rice. That scent DNA, really popular. Obviously, Mont Blanc Legend, Parfums de Marly Percival, very successful fragrances just that have copied that Fierce DNA. This is another one like that. It's tried to copy that Fierce DNA but do it differently. You get like a leathery suede smell in here though, so a little bit closer towards Tom Ford's White Suede. And then Lady White Snake as well. You get the florals with that leathery smell as well. So I would describe this as powdery, musky, a floral note. I'm pretty sure the floral in here is peony, just because I have checked the notes of this before. Peony. Yeah, so what is it? Musk, powdery, peony, and then you get that, it's like a synthetic molecule type smell, something you would get from like a lot of those molecular fragrances. I think it is ambroxan. Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, Percival, they're all musky, powdery, almost soapy fragrances. This leans a little bit more powdery though. It smells a little bit more mature, like for older people, older ladies. It is more of an older lady scent, but a very nice, also somewhat relaxing scent as well. I find it to be quite relaxing because I said the same thing about White Suede by Tom Ford. It was one of those scents that really do just like calm me down, put me in a good mood, relaxing. If you hug someone that's wearing it, you feel very like comforted. But yeah, this is a little bit less leathery and suede-y like. So I don't know if there is leather or suede in here. I'll check the notes. Dirty Rice. Oh yeah, do I smell rice in here like the name suggests? No, I don't smell rice in here. Which is a good thing. But it does say on Fragrantica here that it's lactonic, so it has a milk note in there, and I can smell that because it is a lactonic fragrance. It's not vanilla sweet. It's not like a vanilla sweet. It is a little bit like a lactonic creaminess to it, which just works well with that powdery, musky smell. And yeah, I'll just quickly read out the notes for you before this camera dies because I'm running out of battery. Oh no. My computer is frozen, so unfortunately I cannot read the notes out to you. So just go do yourself a favor, read the notes for this. I'm going to end the video here. The performance of this, not very long lasting, but it does smell great. Very soft fragrance, mature, more feminine, but definitely, guys, check this out as well. Abercrombie and Fitch style fragrance, but more feminine with some florals and a little bit of that suede smell in there too, and more powdery, more musky. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.